Today we're going to work on a felt print. No, this is Restore Red, Dino Fury Red, I'm sorry. Had a little bit of an accident getting it off the print bread, and we lost some pieces. And the top's all chewed up too. But we're going to, I super glued the pieces I could find. I think I hopefully put the right ones where they go. But we're going to tack these with soldering iron or wood burning tool, whatever, on the back side, and we'll fill in the gaps and everything with some epoxy sculpt. Shouldn't be too bad. The top, not sure what we're going to do yet. Might have to build it out some. The sides line up really nice, so not too concerned about it, but we'll build the top up. Top's probably going to be some epoxy sculpt and then spot filler. We'll get there. All my fault. I accidentally put tree supports on, and when I was just trying to get it off the bed, the print moved, but the supports didn't, and it just ripped these all off. So, what a shame. It's a beautiful model by 3D Command Center. My old Dino Fury Red is someone I got off of Thingiverse, I believe, and it's not good. It's not even like really round. It's like someone subdivided the mesh enough or something. So this will be a step up. And I didn't do the visor very well on my old one. If I still have it by the time I get there, you'll see it. But this, of course, is going to be extra work. It's going to take a little bit, but we'll get it looking good. Never give up. Fix anything. So let's get to it. Okay, I'm gonna put some epoxy sculpt on here. I don't know if I'm gonna do these yet. Probably just gonna go for it. If they break, they break. That's the plan. This is what I'm trying to fix up here. It's pretty gnarly, huh? I don't know what happened, but we'll figure it out. Okay, that should be a good enough start. We'll let this dry and we'll see what we can do with it. I did the chin. I tried doing these, but I need to definitely tack them first, so we'll get back to doing the visor part. But that's where we're at. All right, I'm just gonna tack these in here so I can hopefully do what I did here, just better. And maybe fix that. Actually, I might try to fill these in with some plastic. Excuse me. We'll see. Not sure if that's gonna work, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, it looks awful, but I'm pretty sure I have them all tacked down now, so I'll feel a little bit better about putting the epoxy sculpt on. I even did the back of this, but I just did this. We'll still have to be super careful, but this should give us enough to at least build up on. I'm hoping. Same with this. It's gonna be some work. It's gonna be some work, and this didn't turn out super well. But again, this whole thing has some wild banding issues. It looks like, I don't know. This filament was some YSF or something off Amazon. It's like $16. They didn't have like Hatchbox or anything, and I've been getting a lot of GST 3D cheap filament that works perfect, honestly. So I thought this would be okay, been a little more expensive, but this was the worst filament. I didn't even use all 3 rolls I used. I just took them off the printers after this print because it was terrible. terrible. It just feels gross. I don't know, but I'm gonna let this chill. I'll probably get to this tomorrow, and we'll put the epoxy sculpt on those parts and then some spot putty, and we'll go from there. Okay. So I think this is gonna be all right. We're gonna let it dry. It's pretty brittle. I did the best I could with what I had. And again, when we sand it down, it'll smooth out and all that. It should be okay. Hopefully. What a mess. I mean, if this doesn't work, then maybe I'll just reprint it, honestly. But I did this on my CR10 at, I think, a 0.16 layer height. And it took like 6 days. So I was just trying to save it if I could. And if I can't, then that's okay. But I think it's gonna be all right. I'm contemplating putting the visor in before I get like going on it, but I don't know how I protect it, because if it gives some rigidity to these very fragile slats, or I'm just going to be careful on them, I guess. But yeah, we'll let this dry and then we'll see what we're working with. Hopefully they don't droop too much, but we'll fill it in with some spot putty. But, alrighty. Alright, we're going to do a gentle sand on this Rousseau red, carefully. Try not to ruin our patchwork, just to get it knocked down a little bit, and then we will add some spot putty for sure. Definitely where we put the epoxy sculpt. But we should have some rigidity with the epoxy sculpt for sure. But let's get to it. All right, well, we had some tragedy. This broke while we were sanding. We'll tap that and I'll fill it. Then I might just hit this with some primer just to see where we got a spot putty for sure. Definitely up here. I should probably go back with some 60 grit and knock this all down, but not sure. I probably will do that with hit this with 60, and then we'll tack this and then prime it and see what we need to fill for sure. But let's get there. All right, we're gonna prime it. I got it fixed up, and we'll see how it looks. Okay. Ew. Look at all those layer lines there. This thing just didn't print very nice, so we will have to fill all this for sure. It's like up here. I got to work on the area where it shifted a little bit. It looks good from the front, I guess, kinda. Back is okay. I mean, back we're gonna put some spot putty on there, but that's minor work. But this front is gonna be something. The design here is looking okay. It's looking okay. We definitely have to fill and fix it still, but looking hopeful. Looking hopeful. So we're gonna let this dry, and then we'll put some spot putty on it, and then we'll get back to sanding. Okay, we are going to hopefully get this looking better. I believe another one of the visor places broke last time I sanded it. We had to glue it back, but it should be okay. If not, we'll fix it again, but I know it looks rough, but we'll get there. And I put some more spot putty on the back, so let's get sanded. All right, that took forever. We're gonna have to hand sand some parts, and we broke that again. But we will fix it. I'm gonna get a file in on some of those like edges up here. Get that taken care of. Then we'll fix the visor part again. Hopefully. What a mess. This is almost like reprint territory, but we'll keep going. I'm gonna hand sand a little bit and then I'll fix that and we'll see it when we're priming. Okay, we got that fixed up. Took a file to it. The little light sanding where we reattach stuff. We're probably gonna have to fill that and sand it again very gently, very gently. No promises. At this point, this is starting to feel like I should just reprint it, but we're gonna power on. Okay, the back is looking good. Got one little spot over here I think we're gonna fill. Front, not so good. You can see where we put the glue. But like I said, we'll put some spot putty over that gently. Try to sand that down. I'm kind of losing the detail up in here. I'll try to carve that out a little better. Up here's kind of a mess still. And there's little spots here we need to get. There's a gash here. Boy, oh boy. We're getting there, I think. I'm just worried about sanding it again and breaking everything. Maybe if they get this piece out of here. We're trying. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it at this point, but we put this much into it. You must put a little bit more, okay? So, gonna let this dry, and then I'll put some spot putty on it, let that dry, then we'll sand it. Okay. So, we're gonna try sanding this again. She has been rebuilt so much. I'm really trying here. Trying to be gentle when we sand, but you know, it's gonna do so much. But we're gonna sand this. Hopefully, if the visor area doesn't break, we'll be in good shape, for sure. But we'll see. If I stop suddenly, I'm trying to bid on a Bioman Robo. Look at that. Ooh, 138. It's got 2 bids, so I'm probably never gonna get it. I was bidding on one last night. Didn't have weapon and sword, and I put in a max bid of like it started like 180 with like 11 bids, and I put in a bid of like, I don't know, 196 or something, like the last 6 seconds, and then it ended at 260. So not feeling good about this, but I screwed up and forgot to hit the notification to remind me, 2 minutes before. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for 12 minutes. I'm gonna sand a little bit, but I'm gonna screw up. I don't know. That's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal, but it's British shipping. It's gonna take forever to get here. Let's see if we win it first. But we're gonna start sanding that. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm stupid. Got to hit record, but we got it sanded. Broke one. I don't think it's too bad. Gonna get some hand sand up in here. I just couldn't get it with the sander, but I think we're gonna be all right to prime it. This was already broke. I gotta fix that too, but we'll fix that up. I'll hand sand this little part here. We'll prime it, and hopefully we're ready to wet sand. I'm still afraid to wet sand because I feel like I'm gonna break all this too. Still doesn't look that great, but I don't know what else to do. I mean, we could probably reprint it, but we've come so far. So that's the plan. Apologize for not hitting record like a fool. I think I won that Bio Robo though, so we'll see. No idea how much, which worries me. But we'll get there. Okay, I'm getting real sick of this helmet. I just want it to look good, but I don't know if we're getting there. We hand sand, and then I feel like I lost the details in the very front, so maybe I'll have to kind of not chisel. That's not the word I'm looking for, but get them out somehow. So I'm gonna hit with primer, hopefully, if the visor looks good, then we will continue hard and fast on the rest. So let's see. Okay, the back looks okay. I think the back's been fine. What we gotta do, probably put a little spot putty here and here. I'm gonna take a file. I'm gonna try to do the sides of the visor, probably break all of it. I don't know what else we can really do to make it okay. I might take a X-Acto knife and go around the lines in the front and bring them out again, but I don't know. I've been spending so much time trying to get the visor to look okay. I feel like everything else is lacking a little bit, but we'll let it dry. I'll do those couple things, and then I guess we'll make a decision. So, stay tuned. Okay, here's that absolute mess of a helmet. No, I went sanding this last week and I forgot. So I went to wet sand again, and so it's a little wet now. It's not wet anymore. I see a little drop here. We will take care of it real quick before we paint it. But now we're gonna finally paint it. I got some red paint finally. There's a big shortage. I don't know, but this will be okay. Hopefully, I'll feel a lot better once we get the visor in because it'll give it some stability. Until then, kind of up in the air. What happens? And I guess I'm gonna have to draw in the mark up here when I go to do the T-cell line. We just totally lost it. I don't know what else to do. I'm not liking this helmet. I don't think this is like that great quality by me, but we came this far and might as well see it through. I mean, the hard part's done. I don't mind painting. Masking kind of sucks, but these soldier helmets aren't too bad to mask, honestly. And I usually hand paint the hard to mask parts, like the eyes, so. We'll see for sure. If it gets done and I really, really, really don't like it, then we'll just print another one. That's kind of the joy of 3D printing. Just make a new one. So we're not going to use that terrible plastic. I don't know what it was. It was YSF plastic. Never. And I mean never buy that plastic. Worst plastic I ever bought. I'm honest, I've been using that cheap GST3D plastic and for literally months now. And I have had very little problems with it, and it prints perfectly fine. I mean, I'm not going for super, small layer heights and everything because, I'm doing all this post work. So I can't vouch for how good it looks. Actually, I can because my father's been doing some little statues, like 20 millimeters and stuff, and they've been turning out really nice. So, yeah. I suggest that plastic. I think I was getting it for $12 a roll. Sometimes they have a $10 a roll if you buy 10 promo. And this week they had $7.99 a roll. So I bought 20. So I got a good bit of plastic for right now. But that doesn't matter. Don't get that YSF plastic. I think that's what it was. I got it off Amazon. It's like $18 a roll. It's terrible. Terrible. And printed terribly. Which could be the settings of my printer for sure, but I don't know. Even on the spool, it feels gross. So, enough about that. I'm gonna just wipe this off real quick. A little bit of wet pot still, and then we will move on to the base coat. right, that's 3 coats, I think. Maybe 4, I think it's 3. I'm gonna let it dry. Let me take a look at it. Looks okay from afar, but there's some trouble spots, and I see a crack, so yikes. We'll continue on. That's gonna dry first, so. Okay, we're gonna put the silver on this. I'll be blunt with you, I hate this thing. This just not making me happy. It's ugly, it's messy. I don't know why. I should, when I cut the back, because I put it together and recut it, because 3D Command Center had it as a 3/4 cut. I'm not a huge fan of those. I mean, it works, and it's probably better, but I like the half. So when I cut it, I probably should have went another inch. So I would have got these connected to the front, because they don't line up. And a lot of that has to do with the back warp, the top warping up there, and we fixing it. So, you know, that's an issue. It's probably not fixable within reason. And I don't know. I just hate this. And this silver is gonna make you see everything wrong with this. So, get ready for a ride. We'll see it through. We'll see it through. I'm not gonna say if this will be. If I'm not going to just print a new one, but we'll see. We'll see. But again, see it through. More so, if this is what you got, it's all you had money for. You couldn't afford any more plastic, and you just had to work with what you had because you had to have it done in a week. You know, it's possible to fix it, to be presentable at least. Hopefully, we'll see. Man. I don't know. Sad thing is, it might still look better than my old one. We'll do a comparison. We'll figure it out. But I'm gonna put the silver on it, and then we're gonna hand paint the rest, of course. That's what I usually do with these soldier helmets. Dino Fury, sorry, whatever you prefer. And we'll go from there. And I'm really afraid to touch any of this because I just feel like it's gonna break. But once we get the visor in, I'll feel a lot better. Until then. Okay, that should be good. Hopefully we don't get any overspray, but I saw some of the masking up top. Looks kind of funky, so we'll see. No promises, but we'll let it dry. One mask it, and we're just gonna hand paint the eyes and do the detail lines. And guess we'll waste a can of clear on it, huh? All right, we're back with this ugly helmet. We're just gonna finish it, get it over with, see how it looks at the end. Maybe it'll look better than what I have. Maybe. We're just gonna hand paint this black. The eyes are green, I believe. We'll do the fine lines. We'll draw these on because they got filled in. I'm gonna try to find some reference. I'm not sure what. I don't think there's any lines up here with the back, so should be all right. Again, I don't like this thing. I really don't. But we came this far. We might as well see it through, right? So that's the plan. I'm not super thrilled about this, but here we go. Okay, we got the lines done. Gonna let the black dry. I'll do another coat, and I'll start doing the eyes. I'm gonna figure out how to fix this chip out of it here, but I have another helmet I gotta brush some red on again, so I'll probably do that. But that's where we're at. Probably move on to clearing it next after I get that done, so stand by. All right, got a new 6-pack of clear for this weekend. I'm gonna go wild and crazy. So I guess we'll try to make this look okay. The silver, you can't hide from the silver. Shows everything, but like I said, probably best if we're gonna get this. Everything should be good, so we'll clear it and go from there. Still don't like this helmet. All right, that's 3 coats. We'll let it dry. At this point, we're just finishing it, just to finish it. And you know what? Once I get the visor in, it'll probably be okay. It'll probably still look a little better than my old one, but we're gonna have to revisit this one maybe. Not sure. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll fall in love with it. But you know, doubtful. Very doubtful. But hey, we'll see. Okay, we're gonna put the visor in the helmet here. So we've been toying around with these resoldier helmets. Is maybe just doing, instead of like individual pieces, do one side and the other side. This is what we're gonna try. We're just gonna try to make the middle of this one the whole way over to here. We might run into some issues because you know, this goes up on the side, but we should stop here. I'm still gonna put paper in there and do a pattern, but just so we know that might become an issue. But we're gonna do that, put elastic and magnets in, and we'll call this terrible thing a day. So let's get to it. All right, we got it all on there. Let's get to the spin around. And I'll show you my old one. So it is an improvement, I guess. All right, this thing fits nice. It's a nice size. So that is Dino Fury Red done for now. You saw this thing went through. It's a little dusty. I finished this a couple weeks ago and finally getting around to doing this. You saw all the pain I had with the visor area, and the back didn't print, so you saw all that. This terrible cut I decided to make. Idiot. But I think it turned out pretty well. It could be better. It could be better. The visor area is 9% handcrafted. Handcrafted goodness. But I think it looks pretty good, all things considered. It's to replace my old one, which I might replace this one now. Grab it here. There's probably a tarantula in this one. I picked up my one helmet the one day. There was, scary things. So this was an old one. Old. I'm talking like maybe like the third helmet I made. Resoldier was still on air. That's how long ago it was. This was from Thingiverse. I don't know the model. You can tell it's not very good. I mean, 3D Command Center model is much better. The visor in this is like plexiglass that I couldn't bend enough, and window tint on it. This is just what not to do when making a helmet. But we've come places. We've come places. This is going away. I might ask someone who buys a lot of my old helmets if they're interested in this. I'll redo the visor and clear coat it, and it might look okay on a shelf. It's been on my shelf for, you know, however long. But I think this will be a good placeholder for now. I did the whole team now. Would like to redo my black maybe. I'm working on a black for a customer, and it's so much nicer than my old one, but I don't know, we'll see. I want to redo blue. We're gonna redo blue for sure. My blue's a little big. Pink, I kind of want to redo my pink, even though I had the video for it. I think the magenta that I use for my diary entry pink, I don't know if you can see it, might be off frame, but it's in one of my other videos. I think it would look a lot better, but I guess that's for another time. But I think this is a good replacement. It's gonna look good on the shelf. Completes the team, and you know, probably should just reprinted it, like I said, like 15 times in this video. But if this is all you got, you can make it work, and it'll still look pretty good. So thanks for watching. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. I'll try to get to it. I'm constantly working on everything you have already suggested, so don't worry about that. It's all coming. So maybe like 2 things I couldn't find them. Someone asked me for a black Time Force. I don't know. He said real easy to find the file. I don't know. I have a silver Time Force. Black, I don't know. No idea. I have a TikTok, it's Stickosaurus. You want to see? Play the guessing game. That's always fun. Instagram, Twitter, Stickosaurus. And we are so close right now. I'm filming this to 1,000 subscribers. So hopefully we can get there. So close. We're about 98 away. We've come very far. Very far. I'm real excited, and thank everyone for the help. You know, it's what I've always wanted to do, and I'm glad it's finally kind of taking a little traction. And I have fun, and I enjoy talking to all of you. So it's just a good time all around. So hopefully we can reach that 1,000 and move on to the next milestone. But thanks for watching, and have a great day.